Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, and today's video is in continuation to our playlist on file data lake. So we have already seen how to work with a file system directory, and today we are going to see the working of file data lake client. Okay, so without any further ado, let's get started for this video. So I already have a fixed set of topics that we will be covering it today. So these are the topics that will be going one by one. Okay, so I hope you guys are following up with my previous video and have idea how the how we can work with the file system, or we can make connection to the storage. So let's dig into the code. So I have a storage account that is stg file data lake demo, and the container is file data lake. Inside this we have a directory named demo. So we first will create a file inside it, and then we will work with it. Okay, so let's first import our module to our Python file. So from azure.storage.fileDataLake. So if you don't have this module, then please do a pip install and you can install this. Okay, so from file data lake we have to first import data lake service client. Okay, and we have the connection string for this storage account, so we'll make the connection using that string. So first let's read the connection string which I have in the connection string.txt file. So let's open this up. Let's open, then the file name is connection string.txt. Okay, as file. Okay, then let's read the content of the file. So now we have the connection string of the storage account. So let's first create the service client. Okay, data lake service client dot from connection string, then the connection string is going to be conn. Okay, so we have it, a service client. Now from the service client we'll create a file client. Okay, so soft client dot get file system client, and our file system name is file data lake. Yeah, file data lake. Okay, so now we have to work with this demo directory, so we need to first create a file inside it. So what we'll do, we'll first make the connection to this demo. Okay, so demo directory, so I'll mention dir client, and from the file system client, sorry for my typos, we will get the directory client, and our directory name is demo. Okay, so okay, I did it wrong. Okay, that's fine. Now what we'll do, let's create a file inside this. Okay, so we'll mention testing.txt and print something, print creating the file. Okay, that is enough. Let's run this code. Okay, so if we'll go to this, we have the file inside it. It's quite easy to create any file in any file system or a directory or a subdirectory, whatever it can be. You just give the client, like that means you have a connection to that particular entity, and just give the method that is create file, and it will be there for you. So we have done our this part of it. So there another thing is, like, you can delete the file as well with very easily. Okay, so what you have to do is you first you have created it. Now what we'll do, we'll make a connection to this file. Okay, so file client. Okay, then we'll say dir client dot get file client, and the name of our file is testing.txt. Okay, so you have connection to your file now, and this represents that you have the connection to your file, right? So what you can do, we have another set of sorry. So once you have the connection to this file, that means you can perform any set of action on it. Let's go back to our topics. So our topic is, first we have created, then we have to delete the file, and then we will go for the renaming. Okay. So if you have to delete the file, then just have to give the delete file and just run this method. Okay, that means you have this file and you are deleting it. Okay, so if I run this code, it ran successfully without any error, and if I refresh it, our file is gone now. Okay, so that's how you delete a file. So it's very easy. Okay. But one thing there is to notice that let's suppose you don't have any file now. So you have a directory but you don't have a file. Still you can create a file client, and it will not throw any error. So what it does, that means um, as of now I don't have this file, but if I run this, it will not throw any error. So what it will do, if I have an option to create file, so it's not needed that you have to provide create file function on top. You can first make a connection to the like you can have a connection to this file whether it exists or not, and then you can create it. Okay, so let's do that first. Creating the file, sorry. Okay, that's enough. So if I run this, it runs successfully. So initially when I returned the file client, it was not available. So it gave me the option that, okay, I can go ahead and create it, right? If I refresh it, I am back with my file again. Okay, so this is how we work with the data lake service client, and we created a file like that. But there is another scenario that you already have an existing file, like let's suppose this is already existing file testing.txt, and I want to communicate with it, and I want to perform certain action on it. So at that time I don't have to go through this data lake service client, right? Or you don't want to go with this approach, like deriving multiple clients every time, and you only want to work with that specific file. So that is also possible. So you just have to import the data lake file client. So this data lake file client, what it does, it makes a connection to a particular file, and then you can perform set of actions, right? So what I'll do, I'll wipe this out, and let's directly create a file client. Okay, and we'll use, sorry, data lake file client, and from connection string, and connection string is already available to us. That is right here, we have already got that one. And from this one, now what we want, we will need the file system name. Okay, where your directory is inside it, like where your directory and that the file is. So our file system name is file data lake, and then you would need the file path. Okay, so here you can give the path of it. So what is the path? So this is our file File data lake is our file system, and inside that we have demo, and then we have the testing.txt file, right? So these three parameters will be required for you to make a connection to that file. So let's check it out whether we are on the correct point or not. So what I can do, I can check the existence of this file. So file client, and I can use a method that is exist. So this actually returns true and false. So if your file is there, it will return true. If it isn't, then it will return false. Okay, so let's save this and run this. Okay, we haven't printed it out, sorry. So let's print it. Now let's save and run it. You can see it printed true. That means it is there. First, let's clear our terminal here. So let me give clear, and that's fine. Okay, so what would be our next action? Okay, so renaming a file, and you can upload a data. Okay, so first let's rename the file. It is easy as well, so you have to just use the rename file, and then you can give the path where your actual file is. So R is file data lake, then we have demo, and then you can give the new name. So I'll just rename as renamed file.txt. Okay, so let's print before that something. So I'll print renaming the file. Okay, now let's run this. Okay, so that ran. So you can see that our file has been renamed. Okay, that's fine. So now there is one change there would be. So previously you were working with the testing file. So since now you have changed the name, so you have to replace it with that. Because if you try to work with the same file, it since it doesn't exist, it will throw an error on you. Okay, so our next set of action is we'll try to upload some data to this file. So as of now, you have seen that. Okay, let me show you that. Okay, so if you see right here, the size of is 0 byte, so it doesn't have any data. So what we'll do, we'll try to upload some of the data into it. So there are two methods that are available to do this. So first is upload data, and second is append data. So we'll look each of these now. Okay, so let's just let's give a data. So I am creating a demo file to write on the renamed file which just created. This is the data that I would like to upload to this file. Okay, so what we'll do, so file client, and we'll say that upload data, and what is the data? That is the data that this one actually I meant, or just I'll give that custom. I'll give custom data, so that we have the proper naming content. Okay, so first thing is that. Second is second over thing is override parameters, that is. Okay, so override is equal to true. Okay, so these are the two conditions. So that what we are saying is this is the data, just put it inside this file, since this represent that file, right? So we are saying that just insert the data into it. Okay, so let's save this, and okay, just write something here, uploading the data into, sorry, into the file. Okay, that's what it is. Okay, let's run it. You can see it ran successfully, and if we refresh it, we should be able to see some data. You can see that it has some data into it. Let's verify that. Yeah, I'm creating a demo file to write on the renamed file. Sorry, I'm I have not written the message correctly, but it's fine. We can see that we just created. So this is the data actually. So this is okay. This actually works, but in scenarios you might have a question that overwrite, it will have two values, right? False and true. If it is true, then it will write. If I am not giving any um, override condition as true, then it should append the data. But actually there is a bug with this function. So if you um, give the override value as false, it fails the overall API. So I'll show you. So I have changed the override value to false. So let's see what it does. Okay, so let's save this and then run this command. Okay. So as you can see, this is the error. The condition is specified using HTTP conditional header is not met. So that's the problem with this method as of now. It fails the overall API when you give the override method as false. Okay. So if you want to overwrite every single time your file, then you have to just mention it as true and it will work for you as expected, but not for the appendation. So in this case, there is another method that you can use to upload the data into the file. So that method is append data. Okay. So it accepts three arguments. So first is the data. So that is going to be our custom data. And second, it accepts offset. That means from where to start. So as of now, it is going to be 0. From starting, I'm going to do that. And the third condition that it accepts is the length. Okay, the length of the data. Okay. Length is going to be length of custom data. Okay, so that's pretty much it. I don't think that we have to give any other um, argument, right? Okay, so that is it. So let's run this and let's see. For first, what we'll do, um, we will just change our uh, message or the data. I'm uploading custom data. That's it. Okay, so let's run this code. Yeah, so it actually ran it without any issue. So we'll just refresh and we'll see what actually happened. Okay, so you can see it still have the okay. Let me do one thing. Let me just recreate this file so that it will be blank every single time. So what we'll do, just a minute, and file find dot create, sorry, we'll give delete file. Okay, so let's comment this everything and save, run. I would have just given create file again and it would have wiped it, but it's fine. I just did it, so it's fine, no problem. Okay, so I'll keep it as it is so that every time if I run, then it will recreate every single time. Okay. So let's see the data inside this file. As of now, it shouldn't be anything. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so this is the one. Let's first clear the terminal and then let's run this. Okay. So it says that it has uploaded the data. So let's see one thing. Yeah, but here you cannot see. That is because append data actually um, expects a flush command. So a flush method, that means that when you are giving the flush equal to true, that means you are saying that you are committing it, right? So even if you run multiple times, it won't work. So if you have to write the data, then you have to mention flush is equal to true. So that means you are saying that yes, I want to commit this data to this file. Okay, so now it has done, and if I refresh it, you can see right here the data which I have uploaded. So that is the difference between the upload data and the append data. Okay, so now our next set of action is downloading a file. Okay, so if you have some data into a file, you can use the file data lake client to, download the data as well. Okay, so if you want, then you have to use the file client, which is your file ultimately, and you have to use the download file of method, and there are two methods available. First is the read all and read into. So read all, it actually returns the data into bytes that you have to you can read it. um, Bytes in the sense, yeah, whatever data is there, it will return it. There won't be an issue. And the read into is actually you can give this the content of this file to another file. That what it means, that read into this new file. Okay. So if you want to if I want to print it, I can what I'll do, let's return something from, so I'll say data, I'll say file data. Okay, and let's print the file data. Okay, let's save this, let's run this. Okay, so what it actually did, it actually cleared it because of this line of code. It created it again. That is the reason we are not able to see the data. So what I'll do, I'll uncomment this one again, and then just run this code. Okay. So you can see this is uploading data into file, that is the print statement on line number 8 that we have, and 12 that uploaded the data, and on the 13th like we have downloaded the data into this one, and then we printed it out. So that is the functionality, and there are many other options as well that you can explore. So these are the basics one that you will be needing generally. So if you have any questions, you can refer the documentations as well. So there are many actually methods that are available, right, that can be useful for you depending on your use case. Okay, so this is pretty much it for this video. I hope you liked it. If you did, then please like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you, everyone. Have a great day. Bye bye.